Hello, and welcome to the virtual public meeting hosted by the City of Oklahoma City for the Southwest 29th Street Improvement Project. This presentation is to show you the design concepts being considered along the Southwest 29th Street from South Pennsylvania Avenue to South Robinson Avenue in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I'm Shelby Hanchera with Macarthur Associated Consultants, and we, along with our design team at ADG and Lee Engineering, were selected by the City of Oklahoma City to provide civil engineering, architectural landscape design, and traffic studies for this contract. I'm going to begin this presentation by giving you a little background on Macarthur Associated Consultants, or MAC for short, and our design partners. MAC was founded in 1976 on the core principles of trust, integrity, and unparalleled customer service. MAC specializes in project management and transportation engineering and design. We selected ADG, a local architecture and urban planning firm, and Lee Engineering, a regional traffic engineering and transportation planning firm, to provide additional services to our team. I would like to introduce to you the project team. The project managers, Ms. Shamika Smith with the City of Oklahoma City and Mr. Keith Angier with MAC, lead our team of specialized individuals. As I mentioned earlier, I'm Shelby Hanchera, the environmental specialist at MAC, and I worked closely with Olia Faulkner, our marketing and business development leader, to prepare this presentation. Ms. Esther Shaw Smith with Lee performed the traffic analysis of the corridor, while Mike Satong and Brian Hines with ADG created the visual images you will see later in this presentation. The city asked us to evaluate the existing roadway and traffic conditions of Southwest 29th Street from South Penn to South Robinson to determine potential street and pedestrian enhancements. The project was originally divided into two smaller projects, both roughly a mile long, and the city has since combined the projects into one approximately 2-mile long project. We began by evaluating the current conditions of the corridor, which we will explore in detail shortly. Once we understood those conditions, we were able to develop roadway and aesthetic concepts for the public to review. That brought us here, to the public meeting. Due to the unique cultural significance, many businesses, and local residents of the area, stakeholder involvement and feedback is essential during preliminary design. Thanks to previous meetings held by the Law 29th Association, this informational video, and the survey that you may participate in after watching this video, we were able to gather input, build consensus, and ensure all community comments were considered for inclusion in the final design. Once the final design is complete, construction of those improvements will begin. So why was Southwest 29th Street selected for these improvements? This section of Southwest 29th Street connects several eclectic and vibrant communities on the south side of Oklahoma City. The project corridor is ideally located with easy access to the Oklahoma River in downtown Oklahoma City, in addition to the nearby districts of Stockyard City, Capitol Hill, and Wheeler District. It is one of the centers of Hispanic community within Oklahoma City Metro and is home to numerous restaurants, retail, and other commercial development. The city and the design team reviewed the overall pavement conditions, traffic counts, accident reports, pedestrian and bus use, sidewalks, safety, and many other factors to determine the most demanding needs for upgrades. This project will include limited street resurfacing, intersection improvements, ADA compliant sidewalks and identification signage, street lighting, landscaping, bus stop upgrades, and architectural treatments along both sides of Southwest 29th Street. Now, let us take a step back and look at the existing conditions along Southwest 29th Street. The street is currently a 4-lane major arterial road with some 5-lane areas to accommodate a left-hand turn lane with asphalt pavement and concrete curbs. It was recently resurfaced and currently has a good pavement condition index, PCI, of 95. Current traffic counts through the corridor vary from 11,175 to 13,133 vehicles per day, which during peak times like rush hour are high traffic counts. The street speed limit is posted for 30 miles per hour, except for the school zone, which is reduced to 25 miles per hour as required. Right-of-way width ranges from 63 to 66 feet wide. with pavement width ranging from 44 to 50 feet wide. This project is bordered by two Oklahoma City parks, Brock Park on the west end near Penn, and Oliver Park on the east end near Robinson. The main part of the corridor is fully developed with retail businesses, two public schools, and numerous churches. Residential neighborhoods border the north and south of the project corridor. The project area is not ADA compliant, which means it's not easy for people to navigate the route safely due to narrow or non-existent sidewalks and obstacles including fences, utility poles, and business signage. This is also a busy bus corridor. There are 11 Embark bus stops serving 4 Embark bus routes. Several businesses also have street side parking that block pedestrian access along some parts of the project. Now that you're familiar with these existing conditions, let's explore the proposed improvements. Starting with a bird's eye view of a section of Southwest 29th Street, you can see there are many wide driveways, sidewalks that do not connect, and there are no painted crosswalks at the intersection. These conditions can make walking along the street feel unsafe. We propose to improve pedestrian access by reorganizing the business driveways, creating continuous sidewalks, and adding safe crosswalks at the intersections. These concepts will be incorporated throughout the entire corridor. Zooming in from a bird's eye view to a street view, you can see an example of deteriorating sidewalk conditions and the unused median on South Harvey. As we imagine the proposed improvements, you can see a new, safer, ADA-compliant sidewalk and a proposed Law 29th District marker on the pedestrian island on Harvey. This is a street view of Southwest 29th Street looking east towards Robinson. You can see again the deteriorating sidewalks, crowded overhead utilities, and lack of district branding. Our design team will update the sidewalks to be ADA compliant, bury some of the overhead utilities, add new LED lighting with colorful Law 29 district branding, and create safe, shaded seating areas with new sitting walls and trees. Moving on to a street view of Southwest 29th Street looking east near Brock Park, you can see there are no sidewalks and there's crowded overhead wires and unused open space at the park. We propose to add ADA compliant sidewalks, bury overhead utilities, add new LED light poles with Law 29 district branding, and add some type of district marker to create a colorful gateway to the district. Going back to an aerial view of Southwest 29th Street looking east towards South Walker and Adelaide Lee Elementary School, you can see the recently improved crosswalks and the newly installed bike lanes heading north and south on Walker. More improvements are needed to help make this intersection safer for residents and visitors. There is an existing bus stop without a shelter or a bench near the bottom left of the photo. Directly across the street, you can see one large continuous driveway for the business with no clearly defined sidewalks. And to the east, the elementary school has an existing sidewalk and bus stops, but there is also unused space that could be improved to make the area look and feel safer and appealing. It's difficult to see the transition into the proposed improvements, so we will zoom in on each location. You can see we have added a bus shelter and improved sidewalks to the existing bus stop. If there is space, landscaping such as trees will be added for shade. Across the street is an example of how the project will restructure unsafe driveways to create a safer experience for pedestrians by creating a continuous sidewalk. An additional goal of this project is to create or enhance natural gathering places. We propose the front of lawn of the elementary school could be reimagined as a place with sidewalks, shade from trees, sitting walls with Law 29 branding, and enhanced bus stop shelters. We will also bury any overhead utilities we can and add new LED light poles with Law 29 branding. These enhancements will create a safer and more welcoming space for families to gather near the school while making the area more attractive to those traveling throughout the corridor. This is your street and we want your feedback on the aesthetic design of these improvements. You will see the following images again in the online survey where you will be asked to select your favorite design. These are the sitting wall materials and branding options. Do you have a favorite? These are the column branding options. Though the Law 29 logo will stay the same in all the options, the shape, height, color, and base material options all differ. Do you have a favorite Law 29 column? So where are we now in this project? This is the public involvement phase, an important time when you can tell us your ideas and concerns about this project. Southwest 29th Street is an important street where many go to shop, dine, work, learn, and worship. It is part of your neighborhood. We want to know how you use the street today and what you envision for its future. Your thoughts will help us move forward through the design process and ultimately the construction of an improved Southwest 29th Street. We will be using your ideas when possible to bring the best enhancements to your street. Your comments let us know how you and others will use the corridor and interact better in your community. We ask you to please complete the survey available on the City of Oklahoma City's website, as your input is important to us in this process. Thank you for your time in listening to this presentation and providing your feedback. Please utilize the survey available on the website or email any comments or questions to Ms. Shamika Smith with the City of Oklahoma City. Thank you.